What is up, guys? It's your girl Haley here, back with another live stream. I know I normally go live on Wednesdays, but we have doctor's appointments tomorrow, so it'd be really hard to go live tomorrow. So I'm gonna go live today. Let's get started, yo. So what is up, guys? It's your girl Haley here. We are gonna entertain. I'm gonna talk about what my YouTube video was this week. Hi, Haley. I'm going to talk about what my YouTube video was this week and what my YouTube video was last week. Last week, I did Mockingbird Eminem. I hope you guys did like that cover. It was kind of something out of my comfort zone. I got a couple of suggestions to do Eminem, so I ended up doing it. I hope you guys did like that cover. This week, it is basically, thanks, sales. So basically, I ended up doing Eminem last week. This week, it's kind of like a sit down and talk video. Usually, I don't do those kind of things. Normally, it's very sit back, chill out, watch TV kind of things. So I kind of did my 2019, my 2020, and kind of list what I want to do. Plus, I kind of answered a couple questions that I really haven't answered for you guys. I got to finally show you guys my songbook. I use this at least every day. I kind of just write out things that I like and what I use. It's kind of beat up because of how much I use it. But I do love this. I take this to the hospital with me and everything like that. So let me get into this week's video, this week's live stream. So next week, there will be no live stream or YouTube video due to me having surgery again. I kind of mentioned that a little bit in the YouTube video of what is going on. I feel like I have surgery at least every year. But I think it's kind of like, okay, now we just kind of got to roll with the punches. So I know I never actually do this, but I have a speaker. This is my speaker. I use this every day. I use it in the bathroom. It is a TAL speaker. This thing works so good. I use this in the shower, because it is waterproof. So I kind of just put it on the little shelf that we have in the bathroom. I use this when we have to go to like the beach and stuff, so I can listen to music in the cars and that, or I use it because my dad's car's radio is kind of weird, so I'll bring this, that way we can listen to our kind of music. Or I'll bring this to my aunt's house, so we have music that we all like. So I kind of mentioned covers that I've done in the past, like Starstruck's Hero, Road Trips, Don't Hurt Yourself. There's more music that I've worked on recently that I really, really want to do. I know I keep saying, I want to do Rise, Jack and Jack. I originally recorded the cover. It was supposed to be like 2 months ago I recorded the cover. I ended up doing a computer update and it deleted the video. I keep saying, I'm going to re-record it. I'm going to redo it. I never actually do it. So a lot of you don't know this, but I usually use my phone as sound in my ears because I do better listening to the sound than doing it a cappella. So doing it that way. And then I usually use these for editing. I actually edit a lot better on my computer than anything else. If you guys have any questions, just comment them down below and I'll answer them. So I don't think I've actually ever finished songwriting every day. I usually songwrite in the mornings. I'll sit down in my little recliner that's at the end of my bed and I'll, sit there with my morning coffee and I'll songwrite. And then after I songwrite, I'll put them into the computer, type them up, and then I'll end up changing a couple words afterwards. So yeah, so another thing that I don't think I've ever actually really mentioned in live streams is trying to get everything completed and everything is perfect. Trying to get songwriting and still getting schoolwork done is really difficult because I can do songwriting in the morning and then school in the afternoon, or vice versa, songwriting in the afternoon during the morning, whatever it is. So another thing that I don't think I've ever actually really mentioned is, if you guys go back on my channel, you guys can look up, actually I can pull up my channel and I'll show you guys something that I don't think you guys have ever really noticed, and I never actually say it at my outros, but please turn on my post notifications so you guys are notified when I do post. I never say it at my outro, and I'm going to try saying it in my outro from now on. So that is one thing that I absolutely love, is I have my post notifications turned on. So if you could turn on my post notifications, that would be great. So you guys know when I do post. I always have my sister actually working on stuff with me, so that's always fun. So last week's cover was, wait for it to load, Eminem's Mockingbird. I never really do that, like, rap stuff, but I really do like it. And then my favorite video that I think I ever did was the Fun Day with My Family video. You guys really, really liked that one. Oh, yeah. Comment down below in the comments of this live stream of what videos you guys want me to start doing for you guys, because that's always fun to do that stuff and actually get everything completed. So comment down below really quick on what videos you guys want to see. Music is always something that is always getting done. It's always getting changed. It's always getting put together. So comment down below real quick on what you guys want to see on this channel. Yeah, so usually music is my morning. Haley, you know my family. That ain't going to happen. Because guess what? I'll get pranked back. So if you all do not know, I have 2 siblings. I have a sister who is 3 years older than me, Sabine. And I have a brother that's 2 years older than me, James. And then I kind of like adopted my PCA as my sister, which is Brooke. No, because then I'm going to get pranked back. Do you remember who James is? James is my older brother, if you all do not know that. And then Sabine is my oldest sister. And then my PCA, Brooke, has kind of become my sister. And I absolutely love her. I actually have scared my PCA, Brooke. I was really, if you all know, I'm not quiet whatsoever. Haley, I think you should know that more than anyone else. You are my best friend. You've been my best friend since forever. So I am never quiet. So one day I was really, really, really quiet, and she was in the kitchen helping my mom with something, because she's my mom's PCA as well. She was helping my mom with something. I don't even remember. And she was like, her back was turned to me because she was helping my mom like organize something. And I leaned over and I screamed. So she thought something happened. She thought I was in my room, because usually I'm always in my room. And then she was like, when did you get there? I'm like, about 5 minutes ago. It is so funny to scare my family. And, you know, with my brother's girlfriend, I scare her all the time. I scare my sister's boyfriend. It's fun. But until I get the repercussions of they scare me back. Like one day I was songwriting, and I wasn't really like paying attention to who came in my room, and I had my sister's boyfriend and my brother's girlfriend scare me together. So both of my sister-in-law and my brother, they're not really married to my siblings, but they might as well be. If they can put up with anyone, I think we're good. So you guys, I also put this in the YouTube video. You guys asked what college I go to. I go to a school called Allison Courses. It is online. It is awesome. Me and my mom are actually in school together. my mom is doing a course for, what is she? Oh, travel agent. That's what she's doing. And I'm doing photography as my hobby because with all my medical and stuff, I would not be able to run a business. That's weird. My friend just texted me. Okay. So another thing that I really don't think anyone really realizes is how much, like, I actually do. So another thing is, what is your favorite YouTube video that you have done? So if you guys go back on my YouTube channel, I want to say it was 4 months ago. I did, wait for it to focus, my condition. It is a rare bone disorder called osteogenesis imperfecta. My best friend has it, I have it, and then my other best friend has it. So we all kind of like really kind of understand each other, and it's just awesome that like I do have friends that understand it. And I'm not like, okay, you don't understand what the heck I'm saying. Great. But I also have friends that don't have the condition, and some days I think they're like, yeah, you're crazy. But I don't think people also realize how much, like, we all go through. I've had over at least 200 breaks. We don't even remember anymore. I think we lost track after like 100. I have too many breaks to count. Surgery is literally next week. So no YouTube video next Friday or live stream. I might do it. OI Squad, that's right, girly. So my friend Haley is always on my live stream. She's always messaging me. Haley, I absolutely love you. So me and my friend Haley both have OI. And I think OI stands for osteogenesis imperfecta. I don't think I ever really talk about my bone condition very much because people are always like, oh, is that contagious? No, it's not contagious. I'm not going to sneeze on you and you're going to catch it. I love people that go, oh, is that contagious? No, it's not. You're fine. Now that, my niece is getting a little bit older, my 3-year-old niece has it. And I think now that she's getting a little bit older, it's easier to kind of explain to her, like, listen, you can't do this, this, this because you have OI. But our family's motto is, if you're going to break, have fun doing it. And dang, have we put that to the test. It is so crazy that, 21 years ago, no one knew what OI is. And then about like 8 years ago, they started understanding it. And it's so crazy at everything. I don't think people realize, like, I am like any other 21-year-old, just with different, I kind of have to, normal 21-year-olds can go out, drive, and do stuff when I need someone to take care of me 24/7. That's why I live with my mom and dad, because I can't live on my own. I have more medical conditions than just the OI. I'm also a little person because of my type. I have type 2/3. I know I mentioned that in the My Conditions video, so go actually watch that video, and it'll explain a little bit more of what it is. If you actually look, my eyes are like a tint of blue. It's because we're missing the type 1 collagen that make your eyes white. I don't think people also realize, like, how much OIers actually go through. Like, my friends are always like, oh, let's go skateboarding. I'm like, yeah, if you want to go to the ER afterwards. My best friend that is now in the military, he's always like, yep, you just broke. That's great. He's always like, okay, let's do this. Okay, how about we do that? We'll, watch TV on the couch and we're happy. I think the biggest thing that people don't realize that actually happened is the breaking. I don't think people realize what that is. So basically, when you break, it is extremely painful. It hurts. It hurts to walk. It hurts to do everything. Like right now, my rod is in my knee. It's not in this knee anymore. Now it's in this one. I have to keep my leg straight or else I jolt and then I cry. And I really don't want to cry on live stream. But working on music kind of keeps me from ending up in the crazy loony even. Because I think if I did not do music, I think I would be like, ugh. I think that's what's going to keep me entertained for 6 weeks is music. Another thing that you guys probably don't know about me is because of my bone condition, I have a thing called dentoogenesis, which means my teeth are also as brittle as my bones. See? My teeth are kind of yellow and they're kind of see-through because I have no enamel. Basically, my doctor says I can drink all the coffee I want because I have no enamel. But, everyone's always like, oh, well, what happens when you break your teeth? Go to the dentist and get a cap on? It's kind of like a cast. When I was younger, I had to go to Children's Hospital a whole lot more than I do now. I was going at least once a month, maybe even twice a month. It kind of just depended on what I did. But when I was really young, I did a lot of, music. Like, I kind of always sung. I know I said in my YouTube video I was always songwriting, but I never did anything with them. It's not like now where I'm working on music and I'm coming up with ideas. Yep, that is very true. We did. So me and my friend used to go to Children's Hospital a lot. So we would make plans like, okay, you're going to this department. Okay, cool. Meet up at the cafeteria. And it was cool that, we used to do a lot of our doctor's appointments together. Having the OI community that we do, it's awesome. And having 4 people in the same house that have it, I can go to my mom and be like, Mom, something is not right. She's always like, okay, give me 1 minute. And she's calling orthopedics right away. Like when I couldn't walk because I was getting sharp-shooting pain, literally I was dragging my leg behind me. And my mom's like, okay, you need to go to bed. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Little did I know she was already calling Children's. My mom is the biggest support, and the same thing with my dad. I can tell my dad something's bothering me. He's like, okay, well, let's get you to bed and, figure it out. And then when I want to say I was about 15 or 16, I can't really remember. I want to say I was 15. I got basically told this surgery is going to make your leg stronger. You can leave the rod where it is or replace it. When we hit about 12, my mom kind of started letting us talk more in doctor's appointments about what was really wrong. My mom's like, it's your body. Obviously, we have to sign all this stuff, but it's your body. You make the decision. So when I got told surgery was a definite, it was no fixing it, Mom's like, let's do a pros and cons list for this. Pro, I got my leg fixed and it was stronger. Con, if something went wrong, we'd have to do another operation. Getting told at 17, 16, I want to say I was 15 or 16, I can't really remember. But getting told, if this does not work, then something else has to be done. We're like, okay, well, let's hope it stays and we don't have a problem. And then literally 1 year later, the other one went. And it was the same conversation. You can leave it there or you can change it. I decided to change the rod. I ended up breaking my leg really bad underneath the rod. So basically my rod is I had a growing rod. So as I would grow, my rod would grow with me. Because for the longest time I had these rods that I didn't grow with the rod. So I was constantly breaking the rod and constantly having surgery. But I don't think I realized how much it changed. And, I have friends that constantly are having surgery just as much as I am. Like my friend Michael just had surgery and his cast is already breaking. I've never had the problem with the cast breaking. I don't know if anyone else has. Haley, I don't know if you have. But I know my mom has, but I've never had it, so thank God I never have. But I've also had the best care because I was at Children's Hospital. My mom got told that she was too old. How was the cast breaking? He rolled over and whacked it on the wall and cracked the cast. I don't know. He's something else. But it's cool to have friends that know exactly what I'm going through, but at the same time, it's kind of like, oh, here we go again. Go in. What do we do now? I know, girly, I know. So it is so cool that I do have friends that have the condition, but I also have friends that don't. Because I think if I had just friends that just had the condition and I didn't know, like I also have friends that are just LPs and don't have the OI. So I think having friends that are very much alike me work a lot better because it kind of just helps me out. Usually, breaks usually last about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. They'll tell you to stay off your leg or your arm or whatever the injury is. I don't know if you can see it, but I used to have screws right here in my elbow. I still have a rod here, and then the other rod that was here backed out. So, yeah. And then, thank God this rod has never moved. I mean, if it does, I don't think I'm ever going to ever replace it. I'll probably be like, just take it all out. But my legs have been replaced multiple times. Basically, the way how the doctor described my bones is they're kind of like cheese in my arm. She's like, it's kind of like sticking, it's kind of like sticking a wire through a block of cheese. He's like, my elbow took for a while, but then my body's like, can't get out. I don't think people also realize that. But I don't think people also realize how much bone condition that we really do have. So my mom is a type 1, my sister is a type 1, my brother is a type 1, and my niece is a type 1. I'm a rare combination of 2, 3. Basically, my body sucks. That's basically how my doctor explains it. But I don't think people also realize, like, schooling is really important. And I kind of mentioned it in my YouTube video this week. My mom gave me this big thing. If I did start YouTube, school has to be my number one. And the same thing is being homeschooled kind of made it easier with our bone condition because I had multiple surgeries. Within 6 months of each other, I had 2 surgeries. No, I'm sorry, 6 weeks into each other, I had 2 surgeries. I had my elbow fixed because I ended up breaking it really bad that I got told if I did not fix my elbow, I'd lose range of motion and I would not be able to use my right arm. I'd be able to move my wrist. That's about it. So that's what I got told. And then I was like, okay. I was about 16, almost 17 at that point. I was like, great. That's wonderful. My life sucks right now. But I have the most amazing best friends that keep me going and make me smile. My best friend Haley is one of them. She has been my rock for all these years, and my best friend Elizabeth has been my rock over the past at least 19 years. Me and Haley met when I was a year. Me and Haley are exactly 1 year apart. So she was 1 and I was 2 when we met, and we were the bestest of friends. We were always glued to each other. Oh, I love you too, Haley. We were glued to each other since then, and I absolutely love you, girly. I don't know what I would do without you for everything. And again, Lizzie, I don't know what I would do without you. I absolutely love you. So music is kind of I think this is the longest. That's funny. Lizzie just messaged me. I'll answer her in a minute. So I am so excited to kind of work on music this week. I'm going to try to work on a little bit of music while I'm laid up. Recovery is 6 weeks this time instead of 6 months. Thank God it's only 6 weeks. So in my YouTube video, I kind of mentioned more of like my life. Basically, I am a CCD teacher. You all know what CCD stands for. It is, I always forget what it stands for. But faith formation, which is basically religious education. I do that every Sunday with my mom. We are both 5th grade and 4th grade teachers, and I absolutely love teaching. If I could, I would teach every single day. I absolutely love it. Doing photography as kind of my passion and my hobby. It's just something that I can do that I can love forever. And to work with my friends, that my best friend David does photography as well. So we're constantly like sharing each other's pictures, and we're always constantly going, oh, I like that one. Ooh, I love that one. Ooh, I love that one. Ooh, can you do it that way? Ooh, can you do it that way? Like, I absolutely love that stuff. So I am so excited for you guys to hear new music. I am so sorry. I keep saying new music coming, new music coming. My friend accidentally deleted every single file I ever sent him. So we've been trying to redo every single song, and I sent him at least 20 songs. Thanks, Daniel. So music is kind of my biggest thing. I know, Haley, I know. I've been trying to do. I have one original on my channel already. I kind of want to work on that more, my own originals more often, but covers are just kind of easier. Yeah, so my first ever original is, hold on, I can tell you what my first original was because I have my YouTube channel open in front of me. Because it's easier to read the comments on my phone. So my first original that I ever did was about 1.5 years ago. I almost want to say it was 2 years ago, actually. Yep. It was By Your Side 3 years ago. 4 years ago, my YouTube channel was started. It was actually started on the 25th of May, right before my 17th birthday. So my mom's agreement was for me to start YouTube. I had to stay doing my schoolwork. That was the main thing, was doing my schoolwork. And then I did By Your Side a year later. And it's so crazy that 3 years ago I did By Your Side. By Your Side is basically about my family and stuff. It's no matter what happens, we're always going to be by each other's side. And it kind of mentions a couple things that I really feel like needs to be said, but doesn't want to be said. So that was something cool to kind of do on my channel. All right, guys, so that's the end of this week's live stream. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for all the love and support, and I will let you guys know how I'm feeling. I will probably go live, not next week, but the week after. Hopefully the schedule goes back to normal. So comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. I'm going to start saying that more often. Turn on your post notifications so you are notified whenever I post. I love you guys so very much. And thank you for letting me do my dream, which is music. I will see you guys. Oh, good, Haley. You have my notifications on. Yay! All right. So turn on my post notifications so you guys know whenever I post. I post every Wednesday and every Friday. And sometimes I will do sneak live streams. You never know when they're coming. Normally, my schedule is Wednesdays are live streams and Fridays are YouTube videos. Get ready. We're doing my 2019 and my 2020 YouTube videos this week. My new YouTube video will be out Friday. I'm really good at, I found out something on YouTube that you can actually do is you can schedule your YouTube videos to be up on Fridays. So every Friday my YouTube video will be up except for next week due to me going into the hospital and I don't really know when I can film. So I probably will go live next Tuesday just to kind of let you guys know what's going on. Hopefully I can. If not, I am so sorry. There will be no live stream next week. If I cannot get this next Tuesday to kind of go through. I love you guys so very much. And don't ever let anyone tell you that you cannot follow your dreams. I love you guys. Peace out. And I love you guys so very much. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week. And another thing, stay positive and always love everyone else around the world. Bye, guys.